Michael here, looking to Psalms 96 for our devotion today, a psalm which may be subtitled Worship in the Splendor of Holiness. And we're focusing on verse 12 and 13 for the exposition today. Let's go ahead and read those two verses. Verse 12. Let the field be joyful, and all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice. Verse 13. Before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth. And as we turn to the treasure of David for the exposition, let's go ahead and read verse 12 again. Let the field be joyful, and all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice. Spurgeon exposits. Let the field be joyful, and all that is therein. Let the cultivated plains praise the Lord. Peace enables their owners to plow and sow and reap without fear of the rapine of invaders, and therefore in glad notes they applaud him whose empire is peace. Both men and creatures that graze the plain and the crops themselves are represented as swelling the praises of Jehovah, and the figure is both bold and warranted. For the day shall come when every inhabited rood of ground shall yield its song, and every farmstead shall contain a church. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice. He does not say, let them rejoice, but they shall do so. The faith of the psalmist turns itself from the expressions of desire to the fully assured prediction of the event. Growers have in old times stood shuddering at the horrid orgies which have been performed within their shade. The time shall come when they shall sing for joy because of the holy worship, the sounds of which they shall hear. The bush is the stronghold of savage men and robbers, but it shall be sanctified to retirement and devotion. Perhaps the psalmist was thinking of the birds. So Keble must have supposed, for he versifies the passage thus. Fields exults and meadows fair, with each bud and blossom there. In the lonely woodlands now, chants aloud each rusting bough. And verse 13. That reads, Before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth. Spurgeon exposits. Before the Lord, for he cometh. Even now he is near, and his advent should, therefore, be the cause of immediate rejoicing. Already are we in his presence. Let us worship him with delight. For he cometh to judge the earth, to rule it with discretion, not to tax it and control it by force, as kings often do, but to preside as magistrates do, whose business it is to see justice carried out between man and man. All the world will be under the jurisdiction of this great judge, and before his bar all will be summoned to appear. At this moment he is on the road, and the hour of his coming draweth nigh. His great assize is proclaimed. Hear ye not the trumpets? His foot is on the threshold. He shall judge the world with righteousness. His essential rectitude will determine all causes and cases. There will be no bribery and corruption there. Neither can error or failure be found in his decisions. And the people with his truth, or rather, the nations in faithfulness. Honesty, veracity, integrity will rule upon his judgment seat. No nation shall be favored there, and none be made to suffer through prejudice. The black man shall be tried by the same law as his white master. The aboriginal shall have justice executed for him against his civilized exterminator. The crushed and hunted bushman shall have space to appeal against the Boer who slaughtered his tribe, and the South Sea Islander shall gain attention to his piteous complaints against the treacherous wretch who kidnapped him from his home. There shall be true judgment, given without fear or favor. In all this let the nations be glad, and the universe rejoice. In closing, let us ourselves join in the song. Since the whole universe is to be clothed with smiles, shall not we be glad? As John Ho observes, shall we not partake in this common dutiful joy, and fall into concert with the adoring loyal chorus? Will we cut ourselves off from this happy, obsequious throng? And what should put a pleasant face and aspect upon the whole world? Shall it only leave our faces covered with clouds and a mournful sadness? Oh, God be praised, for he cometh. His foot is on the threshold. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.